4 months ago, I was starting to get convinced that dating was literally impossible in 2025. Dating apps felt like a slot machine, and everyone seemed to be playing games, and the genuine connection started to actually feel extinct. But then I met this incredible girl, and we built something real together, and the difference is that I stopped playing by modern dating's broken rules and started doing what actually works. So today, I'm breaking down exactly why dating feels impossible right now, and the specific steps that led me from frustrated and single to genuinely happy in a healthy relationship. If you're new here, I make content about cutting through the BS in modern life and actually winning. So before we dive in, if you're tired of dating advice that doesn't work, I'm here to try to give y'all some real strategies and something that worked for me and my personal experience. If this video helps you understand dating better, just hit the like button. It genuinely helps me reach more people who need to hear this. This isn't coming from some pickup artist or dating guru. This is coming from someone who struggled with modern dating and actually stayed single for 2 years. But I figured out what was broken, I changed my approach, and ended up in the best relationship of my life. The most obvious problem about modern dating is definitely the dating apps, and it's turned relationships into a video game, and most people are actually losing. And we know how these apps work. They're designed to keep you swiping and not really to help you find someone. The business model depends on you staying single and frustrated so you can keep paying for premium features. And they've created a system where everyone is disposable, where there's always someone better just one swipe away. It's genuinely addicting to be on these apps too, and I understand because I fell into that same trap. It's created this paradox of choice where everyone thinks they deserve perfection, but no one wants to invest in building something real. But few and far between, there's people I've had success on this app, and I'm not going to deny that. The deeper problem here is that modern dating has become more about validation and not connection. People are using dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, collecting matches to feel good about themselves rather than actually trying to meet somebody. And everyone's optimizing for the wrong metrics. Guys are obsessing over match counts and response rates, and girls are collecting followers and attention, and none of this is actually going to lead to a meaningful relationship. It just creates addiction to external validation. And again, I fell into this trap myself, and I was more focused on having options than actually connecting with anyone at one point. I was treating dating like a numbers game instead of recognizing that you only need to find one right person. And modern dating culture encourages the most superficial version of yourself. Your dating profile is basically a highlight reel, your best photos, your wittiest lines, your most impressive achievements, but relationships aren't built on highlight reels or the things I just mentioned. I feel like people have forgotten how to be vulnerable and how to show their real personality, how to connect beyond surface level attraction. Everyone's performing instead of being authentic, which means even when you do match with somebody, you're not really meeting the real them. My first breakthrough in this situation was me realizing I didn't have to play by the modern dating rules, and just because everyone else is treating dating like a game does not mean I have to. I deleted most of my dating apps, and I stopped trying to optimize my profile for maximum matches. I stopped sending the same generic messages to multiple people. Instead, I just focus on quality over quantity and authentic connection over validation. And I overall just stepped away from everything. And this goes into the harsh truth that nobody wants to hear. Before you can attract the right person, you need to become the right person. Most people are trying to find someone to complete them instead of working on completing themselves first. If you can't really love yourself, how the hell you gonna expect someone else to love you? And during this, I spent time focusing on my own growth, my career, my mental health, friendships, not to impress anybody, man, because I wanted to be genuinely happy with my life, whether I was single or not. And ironically, this is where I became most attractive to the right kind of person. When I cut out all the dating apps, I really started prioritizing meeting people in real life over online. And that was like through my hobbies, gym, social events, mutual friends, and situations where you can actually see someone's personality and vibe and not just their curated photos. And when I met my now girlfriend, it was through a mutual friend, and we talked for hours about real stuff, our goals, our values, things we were passionate about. No games, no performance, just genuine connection between two people who were interested in getting to know each other. And one of the things that actually works is be yourself. Stop trying to be what you think someone else wants. The right person will like you for who you actually are, the quirks and all. The wrong person will never be satisfied no matter how much you change or how much you do for them. In my relationship, we connected because we were both being authentic and organic. We shared our real opinions, our actual interests, and our genuine personalities. We didn't try to impress each other, and we just try to understand each other. And naturally, being yourself will impress people. And this might sound harsh, but most people's dating problems come from having no standards. They're so desperate for any attention that they'll just accept behavior they know isn't right. I don't say this looking down on anyone, I just say it because I really give a fuck. I got clear on what I actually wanted in a partner, and not just physical attraction, but values, life goals, how do they treat other people, their emotional maturity. Having standards isn't about being picky, it's about knowing your worth and not settling for less. And modern dating culture influences people to keep their options open, but real relationships require investment and commitment to one person. You cannot build a deep connection while you're still shopping around. And when I met my girlfriend, we both chose to focus on each other instead of continuing to date other people. Although at the time we weren't really seeing anyone else, but we invested time in actually getting to know each other, sharing experiences, and building trust and intimacy. That's how a real relationship develops. And I played the game of entertaining multiple people at a time and doing all that shit, and it never brought anything good in my life. It always brought a headache and a lot of problems, and I'm sure some of y'all can relate with that. But yeah, man, stop playing texting games, stop waiting a certain amount of time to respond, stop trying to seem mysterious or unavailable. Just communicate honestly about what you're thinking and what you're feeling. My girlfriend and I established this early on, and that we would just be direct with each other. If something was bothering us, we would talk about it. If we liked each other, we'd say it. This eliminated so much unnecessary drama and confusion. And the physical attraction will get you interested, but the shared values and compatible life goals will keep you together. Make sure you're actually compatible as people and not just as profiles. My girlfriend and I align on the big stuff. How we want to spend our time, what we value in relationships, our attitudes towards personal growth and responsibility. This foundation makes everything else work flawlessly. And here's why this approach led to success for me, where the modern dating game failed. First, it filters out people who aren't serious. When you're authentic and direct, people who are just looking for validation or games will lose interest, and you'll filter them out pretty quick, and that's actually a good thing. And second, you'll start to attract people over time who are also looking for something real. When you're being genuine and intentional, you'll connect with people who are the same way. Third, this builds relationships on a solid foundation. Instead of building on attraction and excitement that fades, you're building on compatibility and genuine connection that's going to grow stronger over time. And fourth, it makes you happier regardless of the outcome. When you're being yourself and living according to your values, you're going to feel better about your dating life even when things don't work out. So I just gave you 4 reasons why this approach actually works, but here is some practical steps you can take today. And if you want to escape the modern dating trap, here's what we can do. Step 1. Take a break from dating apps for at least 30 days or just outright delete them. Use this time to focus on yourself and what you actually want. Step 2, work on becoming genuinely happy with your single life and being content. Develop hobbies and build friendships and pursue goals that matter to you. And step 3, get clear on your non-negotiable values and standards. Write them down if you need to. Don't compromise on the things that actually matter. Step 4, start meeting people in real-life contexts. Through friends, activities, shared interests, focus on connection over collection. And step 5, when you do meet someone you're interested in, be direct and authentic, skip the games, and communicate like adults. I hope this can really help some of y'all and give you some perspective. This is coming from someone who has fell into this trap and played this game and lost, but made it out and found an authentic relationship at the age of 23. And I think a lot of you can find this as well. And I truly believe that there is someone out there for you. And that goes for all of us. It's important to date in your 20s, in my opinion, and it's important to get experience on these things and just find out what you want, because we can also find out what we really value through dating and trial and error. But I also made this video to help narrow that down a bit and get you the right partner. And I can promise you one thing, if I can do this, you definitely can as well. You know, I made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I didn't always live by the best values, and I've done a lot of dirt in my past and haven't always been the most solid individual towards women. The things I've talked about in this video helped me make a huge transformation, not even just with dating, but just me as a person. And I know the girl I have now just is something that came along with that transformation. And I know it can help some of y'all. I know it can. Don't let social media influence you on what dating should be like. Go off your own values and actually audit how you feel about things and what you think should be a real relationship. It can be different for everyone. There's plenty of real women out there. They may seem few and far between, but they are out there. There's plenty of real men out there. Real is still a thing and is not extinct how we may think it is. Modern dating doesn't have to be a nightmare. The system is broken, but that just means there's an opportunity for people who are willing to do things differently. And if you're watching this video, you're probably tired of the dating game and ready to build something real. So just try this approach. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself and just be authentic about who you are and what you want. Don't settle for any less than you deserve. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest dating challenge you're facing right now? And if this perspective helped you see things differently, smash the like button and subscribe for more real talk about navigating modern life. Thank you for watching, and remember, the right person will always appreciate the real you. Stop trying to be perfect for everyone and start being perfect for someone who actually matters.